Welcome to ModiMakes.
What's good, everybody? My name is Modi, this is ModiMakes, and today I'm going to be working on another canvas for the channel, this one entitled The Watcher. Now, The Watcher is going to be a canvas all kind of based around that classic idea of like the Big Brother style. Everything you own, everything you say, everything about you, all your information is being collected and traded behind the scenes by, either in this case, in our reality, like large tech companies for the most part, and sold to the highest bidder, and also obviously by the government, which is your classic Big Brother style dystopian vibe. And beyond that, it's also a reference to how artist materials is being collected without their consent. Their copywritten materials are being collected without their consent behind the scenes and being used as training material for these various AI programs, such as like for visual artists, obviously you have things like DALL-E, and then you also have for writers, you got ChatGPT, and there's a large amount of other programs that are very similar to this for each situation and for many other situations as well. But those just being the two most obvious and large ones for the current social consciousness that we have right now, the understanding that we have, those are the two big actors in this situation. I really wanted to get this idea of like it being sort of an old school style brokerage system behind the scenes by these bad actors who are just kind of like trading it in whispers, almost like if it was traded in spoken word information rather than just these large data sheets, to give you that more classic like 20th century kind of dystopian sci-fi novel feel. And to really nail that reference, I wanted to use that idea of the Big Brother all-seeing eye. Obviously a reference to Big Brother, or you have like Lord of the Rings with Sauron, or any other version of the villain just being seen as this all-seeing eye that intakes everything about everyone all across the world for their own nefarious deeds. And so I started with that eye shape with the bright emerald iris in the center as the background, with these red kind of vision lines shooting out of it for that sense of sort of inherent evil, being that red is obviously generally a color associated with like anger and rage and malice, and you have your like Star Wars, the bad guys always have red lightsabers, things like that. And the emerald eye being sort of a reference to your Wizard of Oz style things with the Emerald City and your like all-knowing great master wizard head running the whole thing behind the scenes, just as a couple little references that I like to use in a lot of my works actually for these sort of things. And then utilizing the silhouette that those shapes make to draw in these characters of these two guys kind of whispering all the details behind the scenes and trading them. So let's get into it, shall we? And see how this one turns out for us. God damn it. Stay. Well, there you have it, my peoples. The Watcher is complete. And you know, this one's kind of strange because I do like the piece. It's just that there was so much work put in at the beginning stage when I was doing the spray painting for the background, and so many elements that I put into that I wanted to make sure that the stuff on top was a little bit simpler, a little bit more like flat and just broad kind of areas of color with some line work and stuff like that. And so the character designs and all of the stuff that I do with my Posca pens was a lot less detail oriented than it normally is, and had a lot less segments in it and a lot less colors put into it than my normal stuff would have. And so I just don't really know quite how I feel about it yet. Like I said, I do think it looks good. It just, I don't know, it feels kind of off from my normal stuff that I make, maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way. I'll have to step away from it for a little bit and really decide later on how I feel about that. But let me know what you guys thought of the piece down in the comments below, and let me know if you feel like I accomplished my goal of trying to get that idea across that I talked about in the beginning, in terms of the whole big brother all-seeing eye type thing. And you know, if you have any questions about this video or any other videos I've made, go ahead and throw those down in the comments below as well. I'll be reading through all of them and responding to them personally, as I always do. And if you like the video, go ahead and give me a like. That would be fantastic. And if you like me and you like the channel and you want to help support me, the number one thing that you can do is to subscribe. I really couldn't thank you enough if you did. It means the world to me. And with all that out of the way, and without further ado, let's get in those final shots, shall we?
Thanks for watching.